look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you are easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, let me tell you something, Jack. You cannot be nice to everybody, especially a mustard-back heifer, especially a modern woman, in my most humble opinion. Now, this video is for educational purposes, and let me tell you what I'm educating you on. It's about a man that's going to be laid up in a hospital in this whole clip, and he's laying there simply because he was nice to two black women at the club. And these women put something in his drink and then took him for everything because he was unconscious, Jack. Imagine that. Now let me go ahead and get to it, baby. Yeah, baby. Hold on for a second, y'all. Give me a second. Boom, there it is. Now we're gonna have to hold him accountable too for this junk. Let's get it.
So y'all know I'm gonna always keep y'all in the loop. If you know me, y'all know that R&B Wednesdays is for the ladies, and I always make sure all the ladies have a good time. If I ever see women at my bar buying drinks by themselves with no man, I normally will offer them extra drinks or offer them discounts on food or free hookah. You know, I just like to make sure everybody's enjoying themselves.
Now, let's get this straight, man. There are some people who are kind-hearted. There are some good people in the world. But most time when a man does this for women, notice he's talking about women specifically, it's because he wants some coochie. Men don't do things like that for women without expecting some cat in return. Now, he might do it for a couple women and think, ooh, they don't look good enough. I don't care. Just take it. I get that. But for the most part, a man gonna want some coochie, all right? So if he is just a generous, nice guy, or the other guy just described, it is still his fault. Don't you ever be nice to a stranger. I ain't gonna say nice to a stranger altogether, because there are some people you can be kind to. I get that. But modern day women that's in the club, you already know. If you buying them drinks, if you buying them food, they're gonna see you as a sucker. They're gonna try to manipulate you. They're gonna make you think you're gonna get some coochie to keep you doing it, or they may give you a little coochie now and then to keep you doing it. It's just not worth it. Get your own woman that you got in rotation, and you do that for her. You get what I'm saying? Don't be a simp, don't be a trick. But hey, man, sometimes you got to feed the hoe too. You know what I mean? So if you take out the eat, make sure she's the one that's on your team if you're going to do those things. Don't get just a random woman, just take out and buy stuff. That's simping. That is tricking. Okay? I hate to say it, but in this world, people will take your kindness for weakness. And it's terrible to have to say these things, but to protect you, gentlemen, to protect your wallets and your peace of mind, you're going to have to think like a savage. You're going to have to think like a boss. You're going to have to think like an alpha male, man. Everybody should not have accessibility to you, accessibility to your mind, accessibility to your heart, and sure as hell, they should not have accessibility to your wallet. Let's keep going.
So last night, I randomly ran into two females that was at the bar, and I saw them buying drinks. So I took some shots with them, and it was nothing too major. Wasn't trying to holler at them or anything like that. It's just I seen two young black women buying drinks on their own. So I added something onto what they had going on. So I go back to my section. I'm partying. I consistently walks around my club and texts on tables. This is just something that I do. I'm always making sure that my servers are taking care of the people that I brought into my establishment. So I walks around the club, make sure everybody's okay. While I'm going back through the bar, the young ladies still over there. I greet them again. You know, this time I join into conversation with them.
I want you to notice that this is this man's business. He owns this club / restaurant / thing. He owns this now. Now I want you to peep game, man. I'm gonna say something before time, but they came in there because they recognized him as a mark. You cannot be flashy, man. You cannot be letting people know how much money you got, especially if you are in the public eye and you own something like that, because women and men gonna try to make you into a sucker or make you a victim. You get what I'm trying to say here? So two women but trust me, they flirted with the dude to get his attention. It's all game. He sees those women chilling and he wants to give them more. These women have probably been in there before and probably heard of the stories about this man doing some simping and caking on women, so they set him up that way. Women will watch you and make you a mark. They saw him as a lick. You get me? You got to be more cautious with your life with money than you do without it. Because when you poor, nobody really trying to take your life that much. I mean, really, they're not. But if they see that you got money, then they're going to try to take your life, or they're going to try to take something from you, or they're going to try to manipulate you to get it. So you have to be more careful with money than you do when you don't have money. Okay?
I asked them where they from. They say Carolina. You know, I asked what part, you know, because I lived in Carolina for a little bit. So we have small chats, and then I get my bartender to give us another round of shots. So we take the shots, boom, I leave. I go back to my section. The end of the night comes, we all in there, me and my homeboys, some females, we all just talking loud. We saying we about to go to an after hour. So the young ladies are still in there too. So they ask, they're like, hey, isn't that you right there? You know, we got the picture of me inside of the club. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Well, actually, I always tell people it ain't me, because my mom put that up there. So I'll be like, nah, it ain't me. It ain't me. So anyways, he's like, y'all going somewhere after us? I'm like, yeah, we're going to after hours. So they're like, oh, can we go? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So they're like, all right, we're going to call out Uber. So I'm like, oh, well, we all about the mob down there. Y'all could just jump in with us. You know what I'm saying? We always does this. This is not nothing out the normal. This is just me being regular, kicking shit. You know what I'm saying? So boom, they jump in the car. We ride to the after hour. It's like 18 minutes away from the club. We get to after hour. We get some more bottles. We drinking. We partying. The girls is mad cool, yo. I ain't trying to holler at them. They ain't too much really trying to holler at me. You know, they dancing on each other, being girls. So it gets to around like 5:20, 5:30 a.m. So now I'm like, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So I tell the girls, I'm like, hey, look, y'all gonna call an Uber, because we about to all get up out of here. So they're like, yeah, okay, bet. So when they call the Uber like 20 minutes away. So I'm like, well, in like a couple minutes, it's gonna drop down. So we wait like 8 more minutes. It ain't really dropped down too much. So at this time, it's like 5:30, 5:40 or something like that a.m. So I'm really burnt. Like, I'm drunk as hell, bro. Like, I'm like, nigga, if I stay here any longer.
A man should never get totally intoxicated to where he has let down his defenses. You should never get drunk, buzz, whatever, but never become a person who is ever underneath the influence so much that your judgment is impaired, okay? Because these women were not drunk. Women can act like that if they're trying to set you up. I had a homie that used to have a broad that would set dudes up. I'm telling you what I know, man. Women are chameleons, and they know how to play that game, and they know how to mess a man up or manipulate a man by attacking his lust for them. Even though he keeps saying he wasn't trying to holler at them and they weren't trying to holler at him, best believe that is not going to stop a woman from running game on you. You're a target.
I'm not gonna be able to drive home. My crib only like 8 minutes up the street. So
that's another thing. Sorry about interrupting. But he's giving too much information, pillow talking. Man, he's not even on the damn pillow. Don't tell a woman my crib is 8 minutes away. These are strangers. See, you don't know who they know. There are some people who don't mean you no harm, but they will tell other people about what you got. They don't mean no harm by it. They be like, I've been in this house, man. He got an 86-inch screen TV, man. And she's telling this to people who may be jackers and robbers, who may be down on their luck. They don't even mean for anything bad to happen to you. But because you are dealing with women who run their fucking mouths all the time, the men that she's talking to, well, where he live at? What area? And they tell them, and next thing you know, you got something pointed in your face, that iron, and they ask you for the combo to the safe because you have talked too much.
Here any longer, I'm not gonna be able to drive home. My crib only like 8 minutes up the street. So I'm like, look, y'all can call an Uber from my building, because I'm not taking them in my building because there's no need, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't pressed because my building is so secure. You know, you can't get in, can't get on the elevator, you can't get in the building, you can't do nothing at my building. So I'm like, y'all can just ride me to the building and call an Uber from there. At least I'll be in my parking garage where I can goddamn go on upstairs, go to home. So we jumped in the whip. So they like, take a shot. I'm like, nah, I don't want no more liquor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm toasted. So it's a gas station on a corner. So I stop at the gas station. grabbed me a water and a Slim Jim. So, and a Sprite. I always do this. I always have a Sprite for the morning because I be feeling mad sick and I don't like ginger ale. So I got down, stop at the store. So I go in the store, I get that. Boom, I get back in the car. So they're like, how far is the house from here? So I'm like, it's like 3 minutes up the street. They're like, all right, bet. They're like, well, it's only a little bit left for liquor. We got to take this last shot. We might not even see you no more, but we appreciate the hospitality and, you know, making sure we.
That's the setup. That's the setup. Gentlemen, if you say that you had enough, then let it be that. Don't let a woman talk you out your game plan. When they kept saying to him, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot, we'll never see you again, that's because they had already put something in the drink. But like most men behind pretty women, they'll let their guards down and open themselves up to disaster.
Be good, da, da, da. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Take the drink. I drive home. I made it to my house. It's the last thing I remember, y'all. I woke up at, I think, like 12:30 this afternoon. These girls done took both my Cubans. It's like $60K. Took 4 of my gold diamond rings, my pistol, and a couple thousand out of my pocket. I don't even remember what the fuck happened, yo.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop being nice to everybody out there because they don't deserve it, man. You can't be nice to everybody. Not no mustard back heifer. You just can't do it. Think with your big head, not your little head, man. Don't be kind to everybody. I hate to say it like that, but you can be kind. Just be. What I'm trying to say is use discernment and wisdom when you're trying to be nice and generous to people. I guess the best way to say it. That's crazy, man. Well, anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take it easy now, you hear?